How do I get this to not fall? I'll leave it there for now. Until more people come, we'll move it around, but that's good. I guess that's fine. What's up, everybody? How's the Monday going? We got Bill in here, new fish yet? Are you talking about for this tank or the big tank? Cause I guess I can answer both of that. For the small tank, the fish is still coming. It's taken the fishes took 9 months to get here. So the 20 gallon. No, it has, you can obviously see fish in it, but that's just to cycle the tank. It's fish from the 40 gallon. I have some autos, some neons, and a cherry barber tank. Just to cycle, and then the 40 gallon, the new fish, a little more money because I don't want to, have no money in the wallet for the rest of the week, so I'm just kind of chill until I get a little more money, and then I'll get more fish for the 40 gallon, but right now, I would love to put more fish in there right now because the tank's looking pretty good, but I'll have to wait on that, especially on the big. But the fish for this tank's coming. It's just a waiting game. I know just saw Joe in here. What's good, Joe? How's the Monday going? This tank's doing pretty good. This 20 gallon, you guys are looking at like the side view of it. It's doing pretty good. I solved a couple problems, but until we get the main event inside this tank, this tank won't be that exciting. But for now, it's cool until the plant. Well, really until the plants grow in, and the fish gets here. Then this channel will be doing something cool for once. So to answer some questions, are you removing the community fish? From the 40 gallon, no. Everything that's in there right now is staying. I'm just adding more, to actually fill it. Because that tank's never been filled up, and it's a 40 gallon, I can add way more fish into that tank than I have. The most I've ever had in that tank is like 12 fish, and it's a 40 gallon, and there's only been like neons and a plecto, so it's like, I don't know what I've been doing this entire time. I could have been stocking it way cooler than it is, so I'm not removing anything. It's just I did remove some fish to put in here just to cycle it, but they're going to go right back into that 40 gallon once I, get finished. Well, at least when the puffer get... No. Not going to say anything. I could kind of ruined it. But and then Bill said, is the new fish from a breeder? Well, that's the thing. If it was from a breeder, it'd probably come here in 1 week. But it's taken 9 months to get it. They actually had to physically go to the Amazon and fish it out. Well, not literally fish it, but net it, whatever they do. They actually have to physically get it themselves, so it's been taking a while. The 40 gallon has a bristlenose plecto. It actually has a bristlenose plecto that's about 5 years old. He's definitely the king of that tank. A plecto, again, I don't want to ruin anything, but I guess for you guys that are in the stream right now, I guess I'll give you a little bit of inside. But this tank will hold a Zeroplecto, a L46. I'll be getting one of those for this tank. And I'm in a new house, so it might not be anytime soon, just because I don't want to rush things. But there will definitely be a L42 in this tank soon. But in the 40-gallon, we already have a Plecto in there. It's 5 years old, full grown. It's about 4.5, 5 inches. It's about full length too. But he's definitely the king of all my fish. He's the oldest fish I've ever had. He's just a survivor. He's been through a lot too. But he was the first fish to ever go in that 40-gallon, so he's pretty old. Let's see what else we got. I knew what it was. Oh, some people do know what it is. Some people don't. Like, if you clearly watch my channel, you know exactly what I'm putting in here. I just like to keep it for a secret for the people that have no clue. I mean, it's not like it's nothing special. It's just where I am, it's impossible to get it. So for me, it's kind of new. It's kind of special for me. But even for other people, it is kind of cool because nobody else has it. You know, if you go on YouTube, nobody has, like, even the people that do have it, they don't have very good videos on it. And so this is where I come in. I make the good videos of it, and then I get all the views. That's how that works. But I'm not getting the puffer for the views. But I'm getting the puffer because it's one of the only puffers that really stay, you know, in my range. Or at least that can be available for this tank, or at least work out. Because my very first plan, like months and months ago, was to put dwarf puffers, put like 8 or 10 in here. Yeah, after I saw them in person, I wasn't the biggest fan of them. I didn't really like them. But what's it? Yeah, Corn Co-op was talking about those puffers. Yeah, they're definitely cool. They just cost a little more. They're definitely way more available than the puffer I'm getting. Way more available. I'm pretty sure Bill has fish. I don't know why he'd be here then. Unless he just likes fish. But I don't think there's... Did a water change not too long ago on both of these tanks. I kind of did a video on that, and then I don't think there's really nothing else new. What do you say? Yeah, it's in shrimp. I want to add shrimp to this tank so bad, but with the fish I'm putting in here, there's going to be no way that's going to happen. But when I move into the new house, this tank will still hold the same fish, but I'll probably end up doing another rimless tank, something like a 33 long. Not that exact tank, but something that's longer, but a rimless, and it's going to be bigger, obviously, and it's going to basically transfer the fish that's going to be in here to there, and then I'll keep this tank, obviously, and then, you know, same skate, probably just keep it the same way it is, and just basically fill it up with something different. I'll probably add some shrimp in here, because that's, you know, probably the best option, and then, we'll see what we could probably add in this tank. I think we can still add some pretty cool stuff to this tank. Find something to put in here. I mean, it'd be cool to do some door puffers, but I don't know if I really want them. Too many people have door puffers. I always want the fish that nobody else has. And when I said door puffers, it's like once I said I was gonna get door puffers, like it's weird because like a month later, almost everybody had them. So it was like I was like, yeah, I'll just spend like the extra 500 and get something way more rare. You got some gars in there. I used to have some gars too. They were I don't think they're Florida spotted, but they were spotted gars. I don't know what breed they were, but they were just regular spotted gars. And then I've had a few catfish in my time too, but obviously they both get huge, so that wasn't very smart at the time. But I've had almost everything. Even if I don't show it, I've kept almost every fish. One point and another of my life. It's just what I have now. It's just what I have now. It's just what I like. I'll eventually upgrade to really big tanks. Oh, your message got... I have no clue what happened. I don't know if you guys are still here. It shut itself off. But, yeah, if you're watching my other live streams, I plan to have 3 500 gallons and, each tank be something different. A reef, a reef and then a planted, then a more bigger fish, maybe some gars and stingrays, but planning to do that one day. That wouldn't be too tough. It's just right now, there's no room to do any of that until I get my own place. And it'd probably be until a place that I'm actually gonna like stay for a while, or at least like long term, because obviously moving a 500 gallon, especially 3 500 gallons, yeah, that's not even possible. So especially if you had a reef tank like I'm gonna have, and just tearing everything down with like stuff like that, it's already bad enough doing a small tank. I can only imagine 500. But yeah, we'll have 3 500 gallons, and they'll each cost, the 2 freshwaters will, the monster tank will probably be 10 grand. The plant tank will probably be 15. I'm assuming 15. And then the reef tank will be probably 25, 30,000. My range. So we'll probably have $100,000 in aquariums. Bill, I thought you knew. Or you just knew as a puffer. That's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, but when you enjoy doing it, I guess it's not much work. The only thing I can consider work with aquariums is like water changes and all that. That just gives me a headache. I've been doing water changes for 12 years. It's just a big head. Like I do water changes every Wednesday, and it's, I don't know. I don't look forward to doing it. At first it's cool, but now it's just like It's just I wish the tank just did everything itself. But everything else is cool. I like, as long as there's no problems, I'm cool. I do watching. Yeah, depending on what you're keeping. Most fish you don't need it. Well, at least 99% fish you don't need to do water change every day. But if you're doing big water change every day, then that probably isn't very good, because that's gonna hurt the fish more than anything. But like discus and stuff, yeah, you want to do like a 50% water change every day. But discus, I would just have an auto water changer if I had discus. Make it easier. Oh, you do aquarium maintenance. I thought you were talking about your own tank. That's lit. I used to do the same thing. I guess you can call me retired. I do water change once every 6 days or so, 3 gallons. Kevin, that's lit. Yeah, I do water changes every week, just every Wednesday. Well, technically I do 2 water changes a week, one on Saturday, but sometimes I don't always get to doing it on the weekend, so if I can, I will, but most of the times it's not going to affect anything if I don't do a second water change. But I usually like to do a water change twice a week. Got 16 according to Joe. I'll beat you one day. Yeah, you keep your 16. I'll have about 200. Watch me. Not my own home though. I don't know if you guys were in one of the live streams when I talked about the plans for my own fish store. But what's up, Aquarium Unlimited? My fish seem very happy every time after a water change for fear. Yeah, if I was a fish, I'd like some clean water, that's for sure. Pulled at least 20 gallons of waste from all the tanks I was... Oh yeah. But my fish store, I plan to... And some people think, like, what I'm saying is, like, nuts, but at the same time, where I'm at, it's very possible. You know, it's actually very possible, as long as you do stuff the right way. But I already have a bunch saved up. So, like, I always think, like, I can set up all these tanks and I have all this money, but at the same time, I'm saving it for a reason. But I have a lot saved up now, but once I actually start working, you know, full-time every day, I'm going to have to save up, what I estimate. I mean, just for the store, I'm going to have to save up $500,000. That's for sure. And then just to get the lot, just to get a spot in a city somewhere, that's the problem right there. That could be as cheap as 200,000. It could be a couple million. So that's where the real problem comes in, is actually getting somewhere to place it. But saving up that much where I'm at, as long as, I mean, obviously you don't want to have like a family to take care of or have all these bills, but the thing is, I can live at my parents as long as I need to. You know, that's what they said. So if I can live with my parents for an extra 8 years and just save up while they're still providing food for me, you know, still they're paying the bills, and then so really all my money's just getting saved up because I don't have to spend anything unless I want to spend money. So money racks up very quick, and then where I'm at, carpenters, and that's what I do. Carpenters make 30 to 40 an hour. So it's just like we're making 70 to 80,000 a year, and then obviously when you get more, you know, a journeyman and you get more experience, then obviously your pay goes up. But Missouri, where I'm at, carpenters get paid the most out of anybody in the world. So here you can make a lot of money very fast. But obviously, carpenters a lot of work. That's, you know, that's a big reason why they make a lot of money, especially if you're union. What variety of angelfish should I get next? I don't know. Which angelfish do you already have? That's the real question. What don't you got yet? Yeah, fish keeping is expensive hobby, but so satisfying. Oh, it is very satisfying. I'm from Missouri. If you want to be more specific, Kansas City, Missouri. If you actually go on Google and type in like how much union carpenters make in Missouri, it'll say 30 to 40. My brother, obviously I'm not in it yet, but my brother, he's only 18 and he's already making 36 an hour. So I mean, to put that in perspective, imagine me at 18 making that. I mean, obviously I most likely will going into that because I go to a technical school which hires my payroll, which obviously when I go into union, I make, you know, way more than everybody else do because I have schooling. Do you guys know when fish keeping started? What do you mean? Do you guys know when fish? Oh, like history, like back in the day? If you mean like that, I have no clue. I kind of want to know that myself. I actually wondered the same thing one day. We could probably look that up. I'm guessing somebody just liked keeping a pet fish. Who knows? I'm new to the hobby. I just have a toy long, but I love learning, love cardinal tetras, how to school them. Yeah, cardinal tetras are cool. I'm getting I think 25 of them here shortly. Got to go, JJ. Be safe. Well, thanks for coming by, Joe. We'll see you next time. Next time we do a stream if you're in it. Everybody go subscribe to Joe if you haven't. Yeah, cardinals are super fun. I mean, neons are cool. Like, you can see, these are neons right here. But, cardinals, they're a lot brighter in color if you know, keep them right there. Once they color up, they're way brighter. Way more colorful. Next tank will be a 75. Lit. Like, my 40 gallon will probably get upgraded to a 60 or 70 gallon. I kind of want to do it rimless though, and yeah, that just might be a lot of money, but we'll see what happens, because when we move into this next house, I'll have my own room, so you already know where we're going to be at, the aquariums to that thing. But I'll have this aquarium, then I'll have another one, and then that one, and then a reef tank, so I'll probably have 5 or 6 tanks. I mean, not 5, but 4 or 5 tanks. So, Joe's channel, you can go up, it's, he was just in the comments, Joe Munoz. I probably just pronounced his last name wrong, but the one with the blue cichlid as his logo. So you can check out his channel right there. Neons are cool. I have 3 neons with my 12 points. They all school together. Yeah, I still got my glow lights. Let's go check them out. Yeah, you can tell that we're building a new house when I don't have a bed. Got a reading Bible from Amazon as I was watching the stream. Hey, guess what? Our LRB. I got a bio wheel too. It used to be on this tank. Back in the day. So we got glow lights right there. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but we got one right there. We got one right there. Which, see, the thing is, these glow, there used to be like 6 or 8 of these glow lights, but they all died of age. I mean, they never had ick, but a lot of these glow lights have been in the. That was actually like one of the first or second. Well, the Plecto was first, but it was like the second or third fish that I got for this tank, and so a lot of these glow lights were like 4 years old. So I only have 2 left. It'd be cool to get more, but I don't know. With the fish I want, I'd rather have, you know, cardinals and rummy noses and pork chops and glow lights, but I do like glow lights. Nice bright orange. Black neons are cool too. These are the only fish I got in here right now in the Plecto. All the other fish are put in that one to cycle that one, and then they'll all be transferred back to this one, but you know, I got the S-Reppin carpet going. Obviously, this tank doesn't have, you know, the brightest light ever or the best lighting, so it kind of just grows up, which I don't mind it. I still trim it and it bushes out. This, really, when I first started, this is what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to create a carpet. I just wanted to create like a bush right here. So that's cool. And then this Anubias, it just some days it's stuck to the intake, one day it's over there. So I just shoved it in there. Hope it stays. Yeah, glow light circle. How many cichlids can you keep in a 20 long? Well, depending on what type of cichlids. If you're keeping, you know, Central American or Malaysian cichlids, I mean, if you're keeping some of those bigger types, there's no way you could fit them in a 20 gallon. But if you're doing some door cichlids like a pistogramus, you could definitely do a pair of them, or you can do maybe about 4 or 5. That's probably the most I'd put in there. If you're just doing a pistogramus or a dwarf cichlid tank only, nothing else, then yeah, you could probably do a little bit more. But if you put other things in, yeah. I used to have a couple dwarf cichlids, and I kept them in a 10 gallon, and yeah, it wasn't a dumb idea because that was the only fish I had in there, but it wasn't the best suitable home I probably could have gave them. Aqua Life, what's up? Everybody go subscribe to him. Oh, I just saw that you just subscribed to me too. I have an act clear on my tank, and now it is super loud after I cleaned it. But now it is like randomly got quiet after I ordered the bio wheel. We'll see. Is it making like a clacking sound, like vibrating? Because it's doing that. It's the lid. Just take the lid off, and it just gets quiet. But if it's the but if it sounds like a grinding, then it's probably the impeller, and either need to replace it or clean it. And if you did clean it and it's still doing it, then you just need to replace it. It's just as simple as that. I mean, some people just take it too complicated. It's just like there's not much to these filters, so there's not much that could cause a problem. The only thing that can possibly make a noise is vibration of the impeller, because everything else is just plastic. So there's only one, mechanical component to the filter. So if you have a problem, it's most likely the impeller. Thanks, Kevin. I have a Plectron Grommy with a misbow. If it's fun to watch to move around the tank one day, thanks. That's sick info. You should get more glow light shading. Yeah, I probably will. Especially if I upgrade this tank, I'll definitely add a lot of these fish. But this tank looks real good now. When you go forward, it like gets all bright and looks ugly, but when you back up, it starts looking good. That happens to me. But I do got the fluval light on here. You probably can't even see that, but yeah, I mean, usually the impeller vibrates the lid, but usually when you take out the lid, it gets a little quiet, and then usually yeah, it happens to me too. It's just what it is. You just have to. That's why I always clean my impellers like weekly, because there's always a problem with them. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's just kind of what it is, just how they're made. See how it gets all bright and it looks like it's all smudged, and you back up, then it looks all pretty again. But I gotta run, guys. Take it easy, tank on. Thanks, Kevin. Everybody go subscribe to Kevin. Good luck with your Cardinals, man. Thank you. Well, if you're still with me, we gotta go on to the new tank. So, obviously we got ADA soil. We got what they call it? Well, they call it power sand, ADA, but it's really just something that goes under the ADA and gives extra nutrients to the tank, or at least the plants. And that's under there, but there's a good, it's sloped. Well, that side ain't the best example. But you can see this, it's sloped back. Rubber bands a little bit between. Yeah, I did the same thing, or you can do the ghetto way, and I just put a piece of paper under the lid so it just stopped the vibration. But rubber band is probably actually a more better idea. I never really thought about that. I'd probably try that. But yeah, this tank isn't looking the greatest, it's so old, so until it's established like that one is, it won't look, so pretty. But we got obviously multicolor all growing. You can see all the brown is the dead leaves growing, but all the new growth is coming in. So right when the new growth, after it grows in, all the dead leaves will just fly right off. So they don't look very good right now, but they'll all disappear in the future. But then we got a pea just in between these rocks. I thought I just had to add something between the rocks. I did have some right here, but I didn't want too much Anubias, but I did add some of the corrected there and added through. Right here we got some, why am I blanking out? Pearlweed. I don't know how I feel about that one. I trimmed it up and then it lost its color. Like, it was bright green like these, and then when I trimmed it, now it's all dark and lost its color. So I have no clue what's going on with it. I mean, if we have to rip it out, we have to rip it out. But yeah, I gotta clean this glass. You can see all kind of smudge marks. But I'm doing the water change the other day. But let's get to these questions. Do I breed fish? Not at the moment, but I definitely will. Once I get to this new house and have more tanks, I'll definitely start breeding fish. But at the moment, no. I've had fish breed, though, randomly in the tanks, but I don't actually, purposely breed fish. Let's get to these. That tank's looking nice. Well, thanks, fish nerd. I gotta get into more plant tanks. Yeah, I mean that's what I always say. You know, I never liked plant tanks. Like legit, I hated them. Like when people always talk about get a plant tank, I'm like, and I still don't. But like, I don't really like a jungle look to my tank. I don't like. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look clean or like professional to me. Like it just like when people have like overgrown plants and it's just I just never liked it. But as long I like when you have a nice carpet, maybe a few plants here and there. I like that. But when it's like when people have like so much plants, then it just doesn't. To me, sometimes it doesn't look good. Obviously, like the professionals like George Farmer and all them, they can make it look good. But some people just get too much. But for me, it's just kind of hard to pick plants sometimes because what goes good together and colors, and it's just always confusing me. But we'll definitely have a bush of something in this corner. Maybe put something right here, and then this. I don't know if that grows or not. I don't know. But if we rip that out, we'll put something new there. But I basically want like just three different bushes back here of plants, and whatever that is, we'll find out in the future. But what are those rocks called? These are serious stones. And those are also serious stones. These are all serious stones that I got in both of these tanks. Try bringing some angels there, see if they grow up. Yeah, my local fish store actually was breeding angels. They actually finally had a breeding pair. And yeah, those things breed a lot of fry. It was really fun to watch. I was like at the store for like an hour just watching them all hatch. It was pretty cool. Yeah, angelfish. I've always debated getting some. I've had them in the past in a 125. They're cool in a big tank, but in like a small tank, like a 40 gun like I have, I like to have other stuff more than angels. But if I have a big tank, I'd definitely put angels. I really like angels. I do it myself. But I guess the equipment. This is obviously a rimless tank, 20 gallons exact. We got the Fluval SE. This is one of the newer lights released. So I kind of got into. You can all see right there. It's there's blue lights, red, and then there's actually green. And these middle lights are green, blue, and red, and then red lights and the white lights. I don't know if I can. You can see this light tilts back and forth. But I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that, but it's really bright. Then we got an Eheim skimmer. We got another aqua clear. Then we got the fluid heater. We got air pump running in this tank just for extra surface agitation. But overall, I mean that's that tank. But until we get when that carpet fully grows in, all this tank's gonna look good. I always debate. I don't really want to get too crazy because once I move, I'm gonna have to tear this all down. And that's gonna suck so bad because if I start growing really nice carpet in this tank, and it's gonna. I might be able to save the carpet. I don't know, but when I go to move, yeah, we're gonna definitely have to replace all the substrate because there's no way I can save. Usually, when you tear down a tank and it has ADA or any planted soil in it, you might as well just buy all new soil because it just. I don't know. It's just. It's usually already lost its nutrients by then, and it's gonna be hard to reuse it, especially when it's all dried up and mucky and stuff. So you might as well just buy all new soil. But yeah, I really like the rimless tanks. It's definitely a tank that like now I can't see myself buying just a regular tank now. It's like I always want a rimless tank now, but they're definitely more expensive. This one costs $400. So I have around $1,000 in this 20 gallons. So it don't look like it, but it sure is. Lights like 150. Filters like 50. Eheim's like 40. Filters 30. I mean heaters 30. The tank is 400. ADA is $50 a bag. The rocks were 200. All the plants were 100. So it all adds up to $1,000 pretty quick. Okay, we'll see you. Who's it? Oh, those fish nerds. So everybody go subscribe to Fish Nerds if you haven't, for showing up tonight. Yeah, do that homework. I got some. I don't think I got homework, but I probably should check. Gotta do that homework. What's up, Reef Community Worldwide? You gotta subscribe to you. I don't think I've seen your channel. I gotta get going too. Thanks for showing us your tanks off and for the ropes too. I see you, Aquariums Unlimited. Thanks for everybody that came out so far. Everybody go subscribe to Aquariums Unlimited. Definitely getting little mini shout outs here. But do I got anything? Let's see. But that's all really my aquarium. I guess under here, I actually built this stand that this is on. I actually built this myself. I'm in advanced woodworking at school, so we have the advantage to build cooler stuff than the regular class to do. So I built this. We got Jordan here. Yeah, this is all my stuff I need for the planted tank. So I actually got a planted book right there. I got my tools for trimming and planting, and then all random stuff. It's all just Seachem stuff, mostly. We got air pump, we got an air strip in there, my cup, and some boxes, but we need to get a CO2 running in here soon. But that's about it. So if you're still in here, this is about the end of the live stream. I don't really plan to talk much more. It's getting later. I have a conference to go to, so if you're in here, thanks for coming. If you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. We have a lot of new videos coming, especially in this next couple weeks. New fish coming, some rare fish coming. So a new story time is coming probably later this week. Pretty funny, the time I put cichlids in a 1-gallon tank. So pretty funny story gonna be telling. Then I got some fish species to do from people that recommended it and give them their shout outs. So a lot of new videos. I have a 5-day weekend. I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So definitely gonna do a video, at least 2 videos a day, while I'm off. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.